Mario is a video game icon that has been around for 37 years. Since 1983, he has completed countless levels by jumping over barrels, stomping on Goombas, kicking Koopa shells, squirting ink monsters, and much more. But the main question that's often asked is, what is the best Mario game of all time? Me and Matt decided to look at all of the mainstream games and put them into the top 10. None of the spin-off games like Mario Kart, Mario Party, Smash Bros, any sports games will be included, so there'll be none of them. However, if you do want a top 10 list based off a spin-off, check out our list on the top 10 Mario Kart games. I'm Tom, and he's Matt from Nintendo Extremists, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10 Mario games. And number 10 is the game that started it all, the game that saved the video game industry. The NES was packaged as a toy, as it came with a Rob the Robot and a certain game called Super Mario Bros., which is probably the most played video game of all time. The game definitely hasn't aged well, and is very simplistic compared to the modern titles. Even though its design is simplistic, doesn't mean it's an easy game. The tricky controls can make it hard, and I can only recall myself beating the game once, and I've used warps. This game is very iconic, and holds a special place in people's hearts, but there are so many more modern games that are just much better. At number 9, we have the official reboot of the classic Mario games. I can see people disagreeing with this choice, as the series is quite bland and has definitely overstayed its welcome, but the original on the DS is actually a decent game. The game did its job of going back to its roots by giving us an OG Mario game with worlds and levels. This was before the Koopalings were brought back too, so you had a variety of bosses like a giant Goomba, Mummy Pokey, and Dry Bowser. This game also introduced some interesting concepts like star coins, fancy mushrooms, and red coins that you can collect just like in Mario Kart 64. Some new power-ups were added too, like the Mini Mushroom, Mega Mushroom, and the Koopa Shell. You can even play as
Luigi. Just hold LNR on your DS and you're good to go. There are also many games that you can do.
Granted, they were just imports from Super Mario 64 DS, but it's still really cool that they added this.
Super Mario 3D World caused disruptions between fans, as most people wanted a new open world game and this didn't fill their desire. But like some other fans, myself included, this game isn't bad at all. It just had the pressures of being released on the Wii U, which didn't sell well, and of having it be the next step for Mario. This game is honestly visually stunning, prime example of this being the Safari levels. And did I forget to mention it has amazing 4-player capabilities, the option to choose characters, which really spices up gameplay. In addition, the level design was amazing, and the game really tied 3D with classic platforming. The game is so much better than 3D Land, and if you have a Wii U, you should buy this game. I'm sorry if you don't agree, I just think this game is overlooked and actually deserves love and praise for what it is.
I can already hear people screaming,
"Why is Super Mario 64 only number 7 on this list?"
Well, I'll tell you. This game is pretty significant, as was the first 3D video game to ever exist, but it doesn't mean that it hasn't aged well. I grew up in the 2000s, so I was more used to the Galaxy games for my open world experience. And after playing Mario 64 for the first time a few weeks back, I didn't really enjoy it, and the only factor is probably the controls. I hate the fact that you have to control the entire screen with just one joystick. I don't have the ability to use both stick and D-pad. Aside from those minor things, this game's actually quite good. The brand new concept of collecting stars to defeat Bowser is really neat, and jumping into paintings to get stars is such a neat feature. It also introduced some new bosses like the Womps, King Bob-omb, and Big Bully. It truly revolutionised 3D gaming as we know it today, and set up a good timeline of open world Mario games. It's just a shame that the poo controls and the camera just ruined this game for me.
Super Mario Bros. 3, my favourite game for the NES, or at least the one I was most excited about when Nintendo released Switch Online. This game isn't too advanced for a Mario Bros. Game, but it's a lot better than its previous game. I really don't like Super Mario Bros. 2. This game is a lot of fun and has offered me and Tom lots of entertainment and rage through the fails and the bad controls. I know he can agree with this. This game is jam-packed with secrets, new power-ups, and 8 amazing looking worlds, with new suits including the Tanuki suit, which works like a raccoon outfit but lets you turn into a statue. The frog suit lets you swim faster when underwater, and the hammer suit lets you throw hammers that can easily kill the Boom Boom bosses. And the final Bowser fight with just one hammer. It also blocks you from fireballs from piranha plants. In other words, this game rocks.
The best 2D game to be associated with Mario, and the first headline game of the 90s. This game truly enhanced on Mario Bros. 3 and showed what the SNES was capable of. Fan favourite Yoshi first appears in this game as a power-up or as an ally. You can either use Yoshi as extra protection against enemies, or as a power since he can eat enemies, fruit that can lead to extra power-ups or even 1-ups, and can even spit out fire when eating a certain enemy. This was the first Mario game to give natural names to worlds such as Yoshi's Island or Donut Land. Once again, the Koopalings are the boss in battles, and unfortunately, they're pretty crap, but the Bowser fight is a classic. It's still quite easy though, since Peach throws out power-ups to help you during the fight, but it's good nonetheless. The stage designs are quite good too. They're an instant upgrade of the NES games, and unlike those titles, this game has actually aged relatively well. The next 4 games could all be considered to be the best Mario title, and this one is a fan favourite amongst many Nintendo fans, and I can see why. Super Mario Sunshine really adapted on 64's concept and arguably made it just even better. Just like in 64, you're collecting shines in order to defeat a boss, this time being Bowser Jr., who makes his first appearance in a game. For the first time, there was also a storyline with cutscenes, which hasn't been seen in a Mario game before. Your companion in this game is Flood, who's basically a water pack that you use to clear all of the ink that's left all over the final plaza. Wait, did I forget to mention that this game is set on the Isle of Delfino? This was the first game to be set in a brand new location that wasn't at Princess Peach's castle or Bowser's castle. The Flood pack also has extra features like a jetpack and rocket nozzles which use the water in the pack to activate. This game overall is good, but there are a few downsides. The main one is how long it is. Mario 64 at the time was long because there were 120 stars that you had to collect, and that's the same in this game, but you also have to go around collecting blue coins, which can be a drag. There are over 200 of these blue coins, and some are very hidden. I get that some people will like the exploration, but for someone who has little patience with games, I don't like that idea.
What's there to say about Mario Galaxy? I've loved this game since it came out. Playing it as a kid, I always had fun. The worlds are absolutely beautiful. The galaxies are so diverse and fun. Music fits every world it is on, and it makes me want to play the game every time I remember it. This game has the best music to come out of a Mario game alongside the Mario Kart series. All the power-ups are really creative and fit each world that they were put in. Every time I got a star as a kid, I felt smart and satisfied. The puzzles behind some stars are very original. How did they get such good graphics for a Mario game in 2007? Even though I hear a lot of people complain about motion controls, I think they bring a new element to the game that I needed. I would recommend this game, but there are a few better than it. At second we have Mario Galaxy 2. This game is so similar to its predecessor, but as a youngling, I thought this game was a tad bit better, though it is arguable. Really it is because it feels longer to fully complete, and Yoshi is in it so it already has the best Mario characters right there. The bosses are super cool and fun to beat and don't give too much of a challenge, but can be hard at times. This was good for my 7-year-old brain, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to complete the game. This soundtrack is probably the best in any game ever, even topping Mario Galaxies. Ever since getting it after my birthday, which this game was released 2 days after, this game is the Mario game that defined my childhood and is the sole reason I preferred Nintendo over Xbox and PlayStation. It gave me a reason to love Nintendo and their products. Although I'd put this game at first because I'm biased, there is one game that takes the cake. Let's get on to it.
And now, the number 1 best Mario game of all time is...
The game that takes the cake is actually the most recent mainline Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey. First off, this game is incredible. It's a game that someone can play for hours on end without feeling like time has passed. So many scenes will give you childlike flashbacks, remembering older games like 64 and Galaxy, while still being completely original. This time Mario makes a new friend, Cappy, who aids him in his quest. This game is flawless with clever level design and epic boss battles. Using Cappy is a great feature and a lot of fun. You gain control of creatures and items, how cool! This game has excellent controls and all the kingdoms all have something new for you to explore. The large number of power moons and the open world nature of this game keeps you playing it. This is by some the best example of a perfect Mario game. And I do agree, it's generally a great experience to go back to the original roots of 3D Mario games in stunning HD modern textures. Although I'm still biased to Super Mario Galaxy 2. So that's it for you guys. Tom will carry you on to the outro.
And there you have it. What do you think of our choices? This video took quite a while to make as we had to play through a decent amount of these games and some we never even played before. Hopefully you guys understood our reasoning behind the choices, but as always, feel free to leave your opinions. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you are new, feel free to subscribe so you never miss any future content. Also, turn on notifications so you get notified the second we upload a video. He's been Matt, I've been Tom, and we'll catch you next time.